not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to the line they come, second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On third down, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Harvey can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Nix from the gun. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, first and 10.
1-1. 2-2. Biggest.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buck isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Biggest.
From the gun, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They get 35 out of that one. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Sit. 1-1.
Murray set up to throw. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Working quickly here.
Cardinals first down.
Close.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2-2.
On first and 10, it's Murray. Chased out to his right. And look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Throwing from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hey, 1-1. Hey. Stop.
They're trying to run for it with Benson. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
He finds him beyond the marker. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals break the tie here in the first. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14. Broncos 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back, motioning right. He's got Sutton complete. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Finds a seam down the middle. Nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Nix off the play action. Left side now caught by Sutton. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Captain. Bombers.
2nd down, give to Harvey. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Chill.
Nix looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Third and goal, here's Nix. And he gets in, touchdown Denver! The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Kyler throwing here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Down to the 10. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead on the first play of the drive. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Going from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Going on 1st down, Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it an automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Here's Harvey running from his own read. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Harvey once more. Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Able to hit Ryman, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing on 1st down. Here's Murray. Harrison secures this left side. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Harrison Jr. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals with a chance to break this tie. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Benson now from the gun. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He crushed those tackles.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And he's taken out of bounds behind the line. That's going to be a sack. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Back to the 3 after that last play. It's 3rd and goal.
Green. Hey, Butch. Let's get that touch. 2.
Here's Murray. Has it down close. And they stop him with just a 1-yard gain. That's going to make it 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Gay's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete out to the right side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Broncos.
Nix with it on 1st. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Bombers. Captain.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now is York to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
Yeah. Really, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in
the clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
2-2.
Murray here on 1st down. On the move, headed right. Going back across his body here, left side. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Shit. Big Ace.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his right. Moving right, aims it out down the sideline. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Easy.
Looking to throw. Into the hands of Harrison. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
Cardinals
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Game's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Set to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed to his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They give up the middle to Harvey. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Nix. And they'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Now Nix on 3rd down. He's got it. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4th. Back to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Moore finds his back. Harvey. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Sean Murphy Bunting ranging over for that stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
All the way! Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
The
Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's Murray. Chased out to his right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Cardinals 33. Matt Gay set to kick off.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Nix looking to throw. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And it's picked off by Keaton Crawford. And he's going to take this one back. And he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. Escapes the pocket. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals getting back on his 6th interception of the season. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Brought in close to the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
2-2. Bush.
Murray, 3rd and goal. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10. It's Harvey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
As that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. To throw, here's Nix. Left side now caught by Sutton. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. They take the hands off. Now Nix. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Looking for Pat Bryant on that throw. So now it's 2nd and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, 2nd down call's ready. Here's Nix to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. For somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. And he has it to the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll throw again. Nix. And they draw just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
Ready? Check out.
He cuts it back right. And they are going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. We reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
Easy, quiver. Deuce.
From the red zone on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Murray from the pistol. Well, that's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Shit.
From the gun on his 3rd down, it's Murray. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
43.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Fights his way through a tackle. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Giving this to Harvey. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Hey, green.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled downfield, but look back for that flag rest. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Murray. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Murray here on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's go.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Bus. Move. 2, 1.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Go right side, and McBride has it.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Put the body on the line for his team. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Denver.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
It's Harvey straight ahead. The bounce outside, he is a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up second down.
He's brought down at his 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Nix. He put everything he's got behind it. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Looking to throw. He's got something complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
It's a gain of 20.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Broncos with a little more work to do to win it here. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Looking to throw it. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have taken the lead late. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Look good on the point after. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is York to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle and hauled in by McBride. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Hey.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Setting up to pass. It's complete. Sanders has gotten that right. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal.
Hey!
Again, it's Murray to throw. Chased out to his right. The back's got it. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Throwing here, Nix. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Again on second and 10, Nix. Has it downfield working the left. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but he still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Broncos.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Nix looking to throw. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is second and long. Here's Nix. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To throw, here's Nix. And this one does not go far.
Complete to Marvin Mims. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Offense looking at 3rd and 8 here. And this is a tough one to continue this opening drive of OT. They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd down, here's Nix. That one's complete, right side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, and that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Oh no, they get him yet again! Max Melton with the INT! And he's gonna take this one back, and he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And in overtime, it was their defense who actually came up with the heroics. Now they're making a stop up by being a 2, 3, 4.
Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your #1 fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be.
I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I dream how I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling. Like you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling. Like you can't stop this.
Chill, right on the side.